What's going on, everyone? You're gonna have to give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you why. I am on Ethan's computer, and he had his headphones plugged in, which I don't want to use. And a couple of guests should be joining us tonight for a little hangout, but I'm not going to be able to hear them unless I figure out how to get Okay, we should be back, but I'm not going to have any sound, so I'm trying to figure this out. Bear with me for a second. I might have to call Ethan in here because I'm not going to want to use his headphones. And I'm trying to figure out why. Why is it just plug? I don't want to plug. I just want to use the screen, the Samsung. The timer, Samsung. What is this? I don't even know what we bought them. Is it a Samsung? It is a Samsung. All right. Hold on. I know. Why is this doing this? What am I missing here? I don't know. I want to play something just to see if I can hear it. Alrighty then. This is not a good start. When is it ever a good start? I have no idea when it's ever a good start here. Bear with me, folks. Why can I not hear anything out of his TV, out of his screen? Not a thing. That is sound. Sound is up. Select sound output. Why am I not getting right? It should be his TV, which is right here. All right. Well, we'll figure it out once guests arrive, if they arrive. I know Jeanette put in the chat, oh, look, he broke his headphones already. I might have to use his headphones. I don't know, just to make sure I hear somebody. But we'll find out in a second. Hello, Mara. Welcome in, Jeanette. Like I said, Jeanette said she'll be there in a couple of minutes. Christine Hickman, hello. Jeff and Sean. Take a Jeff and Sean. Nice seeing them on Jeff's stream. It's always nice to put a face with a name. Hello. JRH 1985. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Herschel and Margie. Hello. Merry Christmas. Disneyland fan. Hello. What's going on? Doreen and Jeff. Heather Springer. Ellie. It's pretty late out there, Ellie. Glad you popped in to say hello. You're on mute. I'm on mute, so you can't hear me either. We hear you. Jonathan says we hear you. You should hear me because I'm on. Yes, you can hear me. I can't hear. Not that I have anybody to hear right now, but Dreamer Deborah, welcome in. Happy haunts, Nicole. How are you? Jonathan Chung, what's going on? Xanalex, check the volume on the TV. I am checking. I don't have a button for it, so I'm using. You know what? Let me get Ethan real quick. Oh, well, I have pants on, but they're pajama pants, so you're going to see that. Ethan, come here for a second. Because I really can't figure it out. But then again, I have nobody to listen to, but I can't play a video. And that would help me.
Yeah.
Disney free time. Ethan, why can't I hear from the TV? You don't know either? Why can't I hear anything? Watch, I'll play this. All right, he doesn't know either. He has no idea. Oh, let me go into settings here. Hold on.
Mute there.
says mute where?
Right, look over the TV.
No, I know because I was yes. Audio. Let's go to audio. The mic is working. Speakers. That is your Samsung. Communicate. I have all the controls. Don't worry about the.
Oh.
Stop making a mess with the bed.
Okay.
Thank you.
I can see it.
All right. I don't know. Let's see if that worked. Hey, you know what? It wouldn't be. Still can't hear that. My countdown, and I'm not. You know what? It is what it is. Well, I got to figure it out because once Jeanette gets here, Laurie Thompson, welcome in. Russ and Fong, how are you guys? Hello. Oh, jeez, Miss Disney fan cat. Hello, welcome in. Hey, I appreciate you guys popping in. I'm not doing this as a fill-in for Chris. I as you can see by the thumbnail. All right, so here's Tina. I'm gonna bring Tina in. Tina's gonna talk, but I'm not gonna be able to hear her. See, can't hear a word. I
didn't say anything yet.
All right, Tina, don't bother because maybe everybody else can hear you, but I can't. So hold on. I need to. This is driving me nuts. All I did was unplug his headphones. I should have sound coming out of the TV, and it's not. Why is that?
Blue. Why am I so blue?
Can somebody explain this to me? I have no idea.
I look like a Smurf.
I don't. I know you're talking.
This is perfect. This is
wonderful.
What
he uses. I don't think he's ever used the speakers on his TV. I don't want to wear these big headphones.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this.
Just to be able to hear Tina.
Can you guys hear me?
Hold on. Hello. Now I look really. Look.
At least you're not blue. So
no, now I still can't hear you. Oh my God, this is awful.
That's too bad. What a shame.
If everybody can hear Tina, just take over the show for now because I can't hear you.
Welcome in, everyone. Since Carlos is having technical difficulties, I can't do this with a straight face. I don't know. I can't do it with a straight face.
I don't want camera. I want audio.
All right. I'm going to welcome in chat. So if Carlos comes back and then he welcomes in chat again, then it'll be a two-for. And Boston, that's a 2-for-1. But welcome in Disney World Free, Kamara Memphis, Sebastian the Crab, Christine Hickman, Jeff Sean W, JRH 1985, Herschel Linney, Disneyland fan, Disney Dojo, Jason Thibodeau, Heather Springer, Miss Disney fan, Jonathan.
We'll bring Jeanette in too.
Robert D.
Hey, now I can drive him crazy too.
Yeah, then my headphones are on.
Jeanette, would you like to rattle off chat with me?
Oh, now I can hear Tina.
I don't know.
Oh, there's Jeanette.
I wasn't listening to you, so I don't know who you already said.
I'm assuming you can hear me.
Yeah, I was welcoming in chat, Carlos, what you were.
Well, these are brand new headphones, Ethan. I'm very upset that only one side is working. And now I have these big earmuffs on like it's,
It's cold outside.
It is, but it's really not. And it's an oven in here. What is that crap too? I didn't rearrange the room because I've been in here before. Ethan's bed is this mess. But I took his TV, I gave him a brand new 55-inch, and I hung it up there. And I have myself on, but I can't watch myself because it didn't go live. Figure that out. I don't know. You know what it is? It's a shit show because it's my stream, not Chris's, and it is what it is. So.
Sorry, all my camera's here. You know what? I'll turn you off for a second.
Jeanette's like trying to just show her forehead or something. I don't know.
No, my camera, I don't know. It won't stay straight.
So Jeanette's having camera issues, and I'm having sound issues.
Got it.
And I'm having color issues.
Well, yeah, what is up, Tina?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got nervous when I saw you pop in. I'm like, who is that? It's very dark. Oh, there I am. Hey, what's going on? Oh my God! So, welcome in chat. I think we got most of it in. Like I scrolled. There isn't many. Well, there is a few here, but I was able to scroll all the way back to the top, and I started with Jeanette. There's Jeanette. I don't think I missed anybody. I think I said hello, and if I didn't, I apologize. That's a lot of Carlos because Carlos is using his Logitech camera. So because I didn't want to stream in the living room and use my phone for everything. So I came in here. Fred
Is the
O'Malley.
office blocked? Oh, sorry.
Well, the office computer sucks. You know that. I could never.
That's true.
That thing's junk. I couldn't have you guys on and just be able to talk. So I told Ethan he could play on the PlayStation tonight in the living room. I don't see us going as long as Chris normally goes. Yeah, what's going on?
Oh yeah, I'm just staying for a little while. I'm
not going to go long. I was actually, and not in a bad way, because I appreciate all of you being here. Whoever's popping in, Steamboat Disney. I have no idea. I am not like Chris, even though Chris always has a topic. We never actually go to it, but I have no topic. I had the crappiest thumbnail, and then Kenneth is like, "Hey, I'm going to send you a couple of thumbnails if you want to use them." Oh yes, please, thank you.
Kenneth for the win.
So props, yeah, Kenneth for the win, Mr. the Crab. Matt, what's going on, buddy? Steamboat Disney, welcome in. Yeah, so Kenneth for the win. Kenneth might be popping in. He had a couple of things to do, and actually, I didn't see him in Corey's stream tonight. But I knew he had something to do with his son. But I didn't see him at all. So he might still.
No, I took the chat off Corey's stream so I could just watch.
Yeah. Well, I had it on my phone.
I had it on my computer, but I had turned it off on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the
What did I shut it off? No, I didn't shut it off on the TV because Suzanne was reading the chat on the TV. Yeah, the lighting is interesting with Tina.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I turned up my ISO, so hopefully that helps it.
Doreen and Jeff, welcome in. Hello. I think I've said hello to everybody. G. Wilson, what's going on? Hey, I appreciate you guys popping in. Again, we're not going to go long. It's not an after party. It's not Marguerite Nagy, welcome in. It's nothing. I just felt I was actually sitting in real quick. I was sitting in the park. I can't back the camera up anymore. I noticed there's just a lot of Carlos faces. I might shut my camera off just to keep it off. But I was sitting in the parking lot, and I went through not everybody's, but I went through some channels. I'm like, oh, Tina's not going live. Joy's not going live. Oh, I sent Joy to League too. She's not here. I'm like, Doug's not going live. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live. I'm going to put out a FOMO because you see the 3 people on the screen right now, and there's a few others. I know not everybody's down in Disney, but there is a few others who are used to being down there who are not, and we missed out tonight. Not only tonight, this week. But that's what I was doing. I was sitting in a parking lot with Suzanne. We went and run some. Gloria Thibodeau, welcome in. And I'm like, she was in the store, and I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, oh, let me text Tina. Hey, if I go live, you're going to go? Yes. I'm like, Jeanette. She's like, maybe. Kenneth's like, maybe if I'm back. And a couple others. And I'm like, oh, listen, I got Tina. Even if I would have been alone, but would have been fine. But I'm like, oh, Tina wants to go. Let's go. We'll go live tonight. But the point of my story was I was sitting there, and of course, hey, I parked in a fire lane. Suzanne was going to run into Michael's to get coloring books and crayons. It turned into about a half hour. But doesn't the holidays bring out the best in people?
Oh, yes.
Wait, was that before or after they thought she was a Target employee?
After. It was actually after. It was after. We can get into that too. I can guarantee Suzanne's not watching right now. And maybe we can get into that too. Lala, what's going on? Suzanne went to bed a little earlier because Suzanne and I had a little discussion, and I didn't win it. And I guess I did win it because she went into the bedroom. But my point was, it brings out the best in people. I had this, and I'm not knocking older people because I'm getting up there. You know, I'm almost 50. But this woman had to have been in her 70s. Yes, I was parked in a fire lane. But the way she asked me to not park there, I looked at it and says, wow, do you kiss your grandchildren with that mouth? I was very polite. I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am. Thank you. Merry Christmas. And she just kept going. And when she dropped the F-bomb on me, I says, wow. How old are you?
Was this in Rhode Island or Massachusetts?
It was in Mass. It was in Mass.
Of course. Yeah.
Well,
she was a masshole.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah, she was a masshole. She was definitely a masshole, an older masshole. She's been around. She's been around. But I'm like, you know, I was in that mood too. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna move. Yes, Merry Christmas to you. Yes, you effing this. You better move. We're gonna call the cops. I'm like, wow. I'm like, if you were to ask politely, I would have moved a long time ago. And do you kiss your grandchildren with that mouth? And then I hit it drive and I just left and went around the corner. But I'm like, yes. And how Jeanette just asked, Suzanne, if you follow my wife on Facebook and she doesn't accept everybody, so don't go ask. I'm just saying, go ask, but she might not accept you. She did post that she had a red shirt on today and she went into Target and somebody asked her where Christmas pajamas were. Don't ever wear a red shirt to Target.
I get asked in stores all the time questions as if I work there. I don't know what it is about me that makes people come up to me constantly. Do you know where the French fries? No, I don't work here all the time.
Even without a red shirt?
No, not in Target, just like in life in general.
Well, it's funny, and I didn't get to tell
what I do.
I didn't get to tell Suzanne this after, but we were running around. It's almost Christmas. I mean, we were running around everywhere getting what we need. And I ran into Kohl's just to go get something. It was a pickup, and it's next to the registers, but I had to go use the dunny first. I ran in the back, used the dunny, and I come back, and on our way back, some lady's just like walking next to me. She's like, "Excuse me," and I looked at her, and then she realized I didn't have like a Kohl's name tag. I have my Under Armour on because God knows that's all I wear, and I guess maybe the logo thought it was a name tag. I don't know. She's like, "Oh, you don't work here?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, sorry, I do not." But yeah, red shirt to Target is not the brightest of things to do. But then again, that's not why I married my wife. That's when you're telling the wrong guy. You know what she did? She ended up telling me after, and she didn't put that in the chat, in the comments. Oh my God, in the post, was that she told a lady, "No, I don't work here," But she's like, "Funny, I do know where the Christmas pajamas are," and she led them that way, And then I was checking out because she was picking up an order. I went and grabbed stuff, and I got in a line. And she walks by me. She's like, "I want to go grab my check and leave." I'm like, don't make me laugh right now. I don't want to laugh. But, hey, how was your day, ladies? Okay, good. Very well. Thank you. Wow. It's like they're all used to weird Chris streams. It's like,
I had one of those days where I spent all morning, like while watching Jeff this morning, I was cleaning and like deep cleaning. Like I opened up bins and threw things away. But it looks like I did nothing because everything I cleaned was like in a drawer in it. So, and then I took my oldest back to college because she's done classes, but she has a final tomorrow morning because apparently finals on Sunday is a thing now.
That's the second person I've heard say that. Because didn't Zach just have one too? Oh, Zach's was on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this was on Thanksgiving, and hers is tomorrow morning. She's one tomorrow morning and one Monday morning. So. Anyway, I had to leave.
Online, or does she have to go back to the school?
No, I just drove her back to school. School's only 20 minutes away, but yeah, I just drove her back to school to take her 2 exams, and then she'll be back on Monday.
Russ says he's going to wear now a red polo and khakis to Target. I'm telling you, man, you don't.
Hey, maybe you'll get the discount if you wear that.
I hear it's a pretty nice discount. I'm grounded to this room, Dave. I'm gonna sleep with all my. I don't know how my son sleeps on his bed. Granted, this big bastard here, he was smiling at everybody, but Ethan just kicked him out when he was looking for the controls, which I'm gonna spend most of my day tomorrow trying to figure out why. Trying to figure it. Why I can't get any sound out of this TV? It's brand new. Unless he broke it already. I gotta wear these things, but I don't know how he sleeps on this bed. I know. He's got way too many stuffed animals, but it's what he likes. So what are you going to do? Tina, what'd you do today?
I had a guitar lesson this morning, which was really good. His 2 lessons after me weren't coming in, so he actually sat with me for an hour and 15 minutes, and we jammed away to Jimmy Buffett, and I learned some new chords and everything, and it was really good. It was exciting. So
good.
Yeah, and I went to the mall, and I second what you said about the holiday season. And that was enough for me to be in and out. Done.
No mall in December.
Dave says I look official now, just because Dave loves wearing them. But Dave loves wearing them because he's always playing video games with them. He's always playing Call of Duty and whatnot. But, Mall. It's funny you bring up mall. We don't really have many around here anymore. They're all like ghost towns. So it's nice that you actually have still a mall to go to. Suzanne brought that up earlier, that shopping's not the same anymore. It doesn't feel Christmassy because everybody does everything online. And I meant to say hi, Cambo. Hello to you and Denise.
You know, I will say,
Hi, Amy.
today I had that Christmas feel back, actually. Walking through the mall, I felt like, oh, that it's back, like from when I was a teenager. And I would go to the mall, Cambridge Side Galleria, and it felt the Square One Mall. And I just, it was like that love came back. But just as quick as it came back, I hightailed it out because it was just packed. It's crazy.
For me, it's the driving in and out of the mall. Like it is.
Yes.
Ours is off of. It's not really. I don't know. It's at the intersection of 95 and like a big road in Delaware, and it's just there's like a mall, and then on the outside are all like the Costco and the Trader Joe's and all those like Marshalls, all those stores around the outside, and it is just you cannot pay me to go to the mall from like the week before Thanksgiving through like the week after Christmas. No way.
Yeah, I'm with
elsewhere.
I'm with you. It's the driving. I if we still had a decent mall, I'd go to. I mean, we still have the one in Providence, which is pretty big, but I guess we don't go to the mall anymore because everything is done online. It's like, how many people actually really have to go to a mall? But I'm with you, Jeanette. The driving, just going to where we went today, and Tina might know some of Dartmouth, but we went to Dartmouth, and right in a certain area of Dartmouth is where the mall is, the best, all this, like you just said, all the shops. And she's like, well, we need to go. Let's put it this way. We went into 4 plazas, and it's like, oh my God, you want me to go in this plaza, out of this plaza, into this one? It drives me nuts. And then we're in Fall River. She's like, oh, I need to go to Old Navy. I'm like, are you really kidding me? Do we really have to go into that plaza right now? I don't want to go in there. But yeah. Any cool, welcome in, Nan. How are you? Only shop online. I'll pick up at stores, but no reason. Yes, there is no reason to go into a mall and just. Does anybody hang out at the mall anymore? Like, it's like
my daughter, my 16-year-old still does.
Really? Well, that's good. I just didn't think it was a thing anymore.
Ours is too far away.
I mean, ours is a good 20, 25 minutes away, so it drives me crazy when she wants to hang out there because, technically she's old enough to drive, but I just described it. Like, there's no way she's driving to that mall.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we only let her go if, like, whatever friend she's hanging out with, like, that parent's driving one way because I'm not driving 25 minutes and back and then 25 minutes.
Right, and then go back. No. Yeah, Deborah, that was before I spoke to Suzanne. I always say I haven't, that was early in the morning. During my stream, I said, yeah, I have nothing to do this weekend. And then Suzanne made me do everything. Jonathan posted links. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Julie McConnell, welcome in. So I should have started off, and I feel very, very rude. Very rude not starting off by tonight. Corey Meets World had his Give Kids the World stream. And just looking at this chat, I know everybody in this chat was in his chat. And as you should have been, it was well done. It was always for a great cause, but it was put together well done. They joke about, and I'm sure you two remember the first year at Donna's, and that was done well, But Corey was doing that with little cameras. I'm sure phones and iPads and computers and whatnot. To the setup they have now, just seeing Steve looked important on that one little snippet we got of him. I got a couple of photos that I won't share, but just a little snippet of where Steve was. Like, wow, what a hell of a setup, and good for him, good for Corey, good for the cause. I enjoyed it, and I'm going to say this, and I said it again this year to Suzanne, like I said it that first year. We watch Corey live on YouTube, and he's in the parks, and he's just talking, and he's got a good voice, speaking voice, 100 times better than mine, a nice speaking voice. It's always nice to hear Corey. But when he sang that first song at Donna's house 4 years ago, I'm like, holy shit, the guy can sing.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. And tonight, with better sounding, I'm not saying the mics help. I mean, mics help anybody, but just like a camera doesn't help me any, as you can see. But wow, the guy can sing. And Lucy, when Lucy came out to sing, I looked at Suzanne and said, she's getting that from her father. She carried those notes.
Yep.
You know, you're thinking of an 8-year-old. You're gonna get a crack here and there, like you know what I'm saying? Hey, JJ, you're gonna get a crack here and there, but she nailed it. I mean,
not just that her notes were good, but like she projected well.
Yep.
You could tell the first note she was like, "What did I get myself into?"
And she wanted no hugs at the end. She's like, "Get me off the stage."
Yeah, I know. I love when he said, do you want to say anything?" And it was just in the eyes. She didn't move another muscle. Her eyes were like, you could tell that they had agreed she wasn't going to speak.
Yeah. Right, Dad, we said we were going to sing. You know, you could say it was my idea, and then maybe it was. I'm joking, of course, but you know, when Carter said it was her idea, she wanted to sing, and I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
But I could also be like, Dad, you asked me to sing. I said I would sing, and I'm getting the heck out of here. See you later. I'm going to the cupcakes on Mom's table. That's where I'm going after this. But no, it's again, you know, and I feel bad not bringing that up first, but the Corey stream again. I don't know what he ended with the total.
65 something.
65 something. Wow, that's something. That is definitely something.
Considering that he set
open for 2 more weeks. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I talked over you. He set the bar for 75,000 or 70. So
75.
to come this close in one night, and you know he's gonna get it because it's gonna keep adding up. Just is incredible.
Right.
Blew me away.
His total tonight was before the auction because the auction closed at the end of the stream. So that total tonight was just donations, sales, whatever else was going on there. But people that donated, always props to you. To any good cause, props to you. You know, I've said it before on my streams, and I said it in Corey's chat. I try to get people. I put it this way: if you'd like to make a larger donation and you can't right now, consider doing monthly. You could, you know, consider being a monthly donor, because if you know, let's say, hey, it's in your heart, you want to donate $100, and well, I don't have it right now. Hey, $10 a month. You know, it's $120 at the end of the year. It comes right out of your account. You know, you could do it that. You could do it as little as $5. You could do it as much as you want. Hey, if you can, God bless you, do $100 a month. But you know, I was mentioning that during the stream. We've done it. You know, we've done it since Donna's stream, Donna's first baking stream 4 years ago. Kids the World. That's when we became monthly donors to them. But it's a good cause. It was a good stream. Glad they did it. Glad everything worked out well. I spoke to Steve earlier in a day and wished him best because, you know, Steve puts a lot of work, effort, heart into all of that. So, and you know, Corey can go up there and sing, and Corey praised everybody. Corey can go up there and sing and talk, and he does that very well. But it's those little people, not that Steve's little, but those little people behind the scenes that really makes it magical. And you know, good people.
And all the work he does on the like auction things.
Yeah,
all that storage moving boxes came in handy.
You already thought Carlos was in Florida. Yeah. Those of Jeff's stream this morning. Was there another Carlos? Jeff mentioned me a lot on stream, but I was not there. Disneyland fan. I was unlucky to go down. This is why we're doing the FOMO stream, with the fear of missing out. Us three right here. I know Tina was supposed to go down, but unfortunately, you know, things happened and she didn't make it down. Jeanette had her good reasons that you know, she's giving me off site, off stream before why she didn't go down, even though we thought she was going to jump into a plane this morning.
I was going to say, according to Jeff, I'm on a plane on the way down there right now. But that was more because I want to watch the Steelers game tomorrow
with all of them. Yeah. But I myself, I know he's not watching, and even if he was, maybe I won't say it now because maybe he is watching. I can't say why I didn't go down. No, all honestly, and it is what it is. We didn't go down because we went down we went in September. We decided to go in September for my granddaughter's birthday. So, hey, we changed it up, and that's why we didn't go for Christmas. Basically, that's what I call it, for Christmas. Disneyland fan says he has so much FOMO. It's it wasn't. I don't know about Jeanette. I don't know about Tina. Well, I'm pretty sure about this. It wasn't the fear of missing out of Corey's stream tonight. Don't get me wrong. It would have been nice to have been there. And it's not the fear of missing out of Disney because crap. I went 6 times this year. Jeanette's gone like 106 times.
Not quite.
All right, 104. It's literally the sadness of not meeting Angie in person, not seeing Chris. We haven't seen Chris in about 4 years in person, and other people down here. It's the point of not being with friends,
exactly.
And knowing that they came from everywhere. Wendy's there again, Lori was there. Forget about Jennifer Caruso. Ron Caruso was there. Everybody was there, and it's like, damn, it's too bad we can't go see. Disney Dan arrived today. If you guys don't know who Disney Dan is, you should. He arrives today, so not being there this week with him coming up, it's sucks. It's too bad, but maybe next year.
That's exactly it. It's the people. Like, I was just there in November, so I've done the rides. I've seen the Christmas stuff. I would love to hear the Magical Night of Hope one of these times. I was supposed to go down last year, as most people know. And my daughter woke up with COVID the morning we were supposed to fly down.
Oof. I didn't
know. 2 a.m. text, "Mom, I'm sick," which this is the child who can be completely sick and never ever tells you that she's sick.
Right.
So when I got the "Mom, I'm sick" text, I was like, well, we're not going. So she didn't just have COVID. She was down for the count for 5 days. So, so we ended up not going last year. And so I would like to see that. But yeah, it's the people. Although I will say, I realized that I've been very, very fortunate. The only people that you mentioned that I haven't met are Lori and Angie. Chris was a long time coming. I just met Chris when was Pete's meetup? August. So.
And the one at Pete's meetup.
At Pete's, that was. It took several years to meet Chris, but.
We still haven't met Lori and even Wendy. Wendy, I saw Wendy for a quick 5 minutes inside a store at Saratoga Springs. That was it. I shook Tony's hand real quick, and bam, we were all gone. Even seeing Wendy would have been new. I haven't met Lori either. There's a few people we haven't met. I don't want to just stop throwing names out there. I've ran into this guy about 3 or 4 times already. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we've hung out a few times. Actually, you were at one of them. That's right, Jeanette. You were at the This and That meetup a few years back. Yes, I was. Yeah, that's right.
When you met me.
Yeah, that's right. It's when I first met you. And now look, I've met you 4 times already.
I was gonna say it's when you carried that picture, but I moved it for Christmas.
You were all right. No, it's not a bad thing. But there's a lot of people. It was like Tigga, Jeff, and Sean W were in the chat earlier. Maybe they're still here, but
true.
It was nice seeing their face on Jeff's stream and putting. It's always nice to put a face with a name. And I keep repeating it, unless it's this face. But it's always nice to put a face with a name. Yeah, we've met Deborah once. That's right. It was at that's what when Jeanette said at Pete's meetup, because that was the first time we met Chris. Was that first year Pete went back to Disney after everything that went on with him.
So that's when I had the greatest FOMO, is when you guys went down in December of, was that 2021 or 2?
It was.
I don't know.
Pete's first year.
Yeah, that was when I had the worst FOMO, because I thought about going down and I decided not to. And I had met almost nobody except for you guys that I met in Mohegan Sun, right? So it's different now that I've met people. Like it's fun to watch them on stream because I know them and their personalities and what they like and what they don't. So it's fun. Watching Chris get soaked this morning on Jeff's stream was kind of funny.
Yeah. Who was it? Murph. Murph sent me Murph. Hold on. Somebody wants a link. Hold on.
Dave. I did not get it, but I did see it.
What?
The trophy that he received for the best friend that is not stream appropriate.
Yeah.
I may have witnessed it.
Yeah.
What am I looking for? Oh, hold on. Sorry. I'm going to pull it up on my phone so I can just send him the. It is the other FOMO guy. Dave, it's coming to you on. It's coming to you in text. If you want it on Instagram, it's going to have to send it your way. But what was I say? The This and That meetup was after Pete's first trip, wasn't it? We lost Jeanette.
No. Yes.
It was after.
It was in March 2022 was the Disney That meetup.
They will
And
need
Pete's
to connect.
was...
No.
Hold on.
I was about to say something, but that'll be nice.
I just needed to switch cameras.
Yeah, we were all. I mean, that was a great trip with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. It was before that.
Yeah, it was way before it. Sean, it'd be nice to see another Lions fan. I am a hidden closet Lions fan. I'm not a closet Lions fan. Like my wife knew I was a Lions fan. I was more a Barry Sanders fan, but I just always like seeing the Lions. Ghost host, what's going on? Oh, Hatbox Ghost. I'm sorry. Same difference. Same difference, different name.
True, Amy, but it hasn't been as cheap recently. Gotta say.
Yeah, you always score some crazy prices on flights.
Well, part of my planning is looking for those prices, right? So, fortunately, I have one of those jobs where I can just say these are the 3 days I'm taking off, and not always. I mean, that's another reason I didn't go down this time is I have this huge deadline in early January. So taking time off to go to Disney right now would just not be. It was dumb enough that I went in November. It'd be really dumb right now. So, yeah, good thing I had clothes on Disneyland. I have a hoodie on, like a little. I don't know what you call it.
Is another FOMO guy. And he wanted to look like me with the. Should I put a hat on backwards too?
You should. You should. Hold on, I'm getting the glasses back on.
I'll take mine off. Make you a little happier.
I switch
just can't reach
against my
now.
face. But it's the worst part of wearing glasses is like, you like bump your face and all of a sudden you get this like weird like skin oil film crap.
Is this guy
My
guy?
Hey, Raga. My daughter's about to run out of her contacts, so when she came home, she started wearing her glasses. And this morning, she has like a cut on her eye because she's not used to wearing them, and she keeps like pushing them into her face.
Oh, so Dawson had glasses for the longest time, and they were he had kind of a lazy eye for a little bit. It wasn't completely bad, but it needed adjusted. So he had these glasses that were basically no, you can't look these directions. So it forced them to look elsewhere. Yeah. So he pushed them back on at those two spots. So you'd look at his glasses, and this is like a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old that would just go like this. And you looked, and it's like, how the hell do you see out of these things in any capacity?
It's weird seeing him without glasses now because
Dawson,
because then it's like, oh look, it's Dave, as if we don't have enough Dave. Look, it's Dave. Too much Dave.
Hey, how's everyone tonight besides the FOMO? We living?
We're living. Oh, we're living all right.
It's good. We did Christmas at my dad's house today. So my sister was in town from Virginia, so we were over there. Yeah, it's always fun. We do it early. She and her husband stay down in Virginia where they are for the actual holiday, and we're with Brandy's mom, so it just makes sense, because then it's not like I'm sure everyone in this chat has been there. Hey, we're going to run to 5 places on Christmas Day. We're going to see everyone for 14 and a half minutes. Have no real time to catch up. Like 5 years ago, we just said, let's just change it. Let's let's actually enjoy each other's company.
The Portuguese and us, and not all of us, because my family really didn't do it. My family just got together at my grandma's house. But on Christmas Eve, that's what they tend to do. Mm-hmm. They'll gather first at somebody's house. Because I used to do this with my ex-wife, and they still do it. My son, who's 25, last year was dragging the babies around at 1 o'clock in the morning to Aunt Mary's house. And then at 1:20, after you have a couple of drinks, because you got to have a drink and something to eat at every house, right? You go by 1:45, you're at the next house. And it was like, I don't know. I'm glad my family never did it. And even when I got together with my wife, that very short amount of time, those couple of Christmases, it was like, yeah, this sucks. I don't want to be. What am I doing? What are we doing? We're going to this house. Why? Okay, who's next? And then they fight about it. It's like,
yeah.
And I'll bring it this way. The American me would be like, okay, can we plan this first? Like, who are we going where?
Yeah.
No, we're at, my Uncle Manny's house. We're about 10 beers in, a few shots. Everyone wants to go back to Aunt Mary's house, but we've been there already. No. What do you mean? We go, no, it's this guy next. Yeah. I like, I don't know about everybody else, but I like the way we do it. Christmas Eve, we're at my mother-in-law's. Christmas Day, everybody comes here. There's about 20 people.
Love that.
Enjoy themselves. And I, like a dummy, like a jackass, this is my stream. I can swear a little. No, I can't swear, but I will say jackass. I'm talking about myself. Sent out a text to everyone. If you have nothing to do New Year's Eve, Suzanne and I will be home. Feel free to come hang out. We'll maybe get something to eat. Before I notice, everybody except for my oldest daughter responded, sure, we'll come over. Let's order Chinese food. Well, I had to pre-order Chinese food, and I just dropped $300 on Chinese food for New Year's Eve.
Yep.
For like 10 of us. And it's like, wow.
So,
and then I sent another text. Can we at least split this by couples, please? Because, dad, uncle, because it's my nieces and my other kids. And it's like, it's, dad can't do this all the time.
So that reminded me of a TikTok I saw right around Thanksgiving. It was of a family that their family tradition on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving was they all got together. But because they would be cooking so much the next day, everyone brought their favorite fast food dish.
We saw this too.
Did you see this?
Yes, because we want to do that for New Year's Eve.
So do I. Like 20 people showed up, and they had everything from like barbecue to Chinese food to Mexican food to McDonald's to Chick-fil-A. Everyone brought enough to share. So you look at this island, right? And this family's island had to have been, what was it, Jeanette? 14 by 6. It is covered with all the food.
Yep.
All the food. Yep. It looked so fun.
Yeah, we always just do like cheap appetizers on New Year's Eve. And we saw that and we were like, that's what we should do. Granted, it's all teenagers, so it's going to be more Matt and I providing food for our children and their friends, because I'm not going to make the teenagers go out and buy, fast food.
Right.
But we figured we could get each one of them. It's only 3 extra plus our 3. So we figured we could, get each of them to just tell us what they want, and we could go get it, and that can be New Year's Eve. But
yeah. Since my mother died, we started doing, and I have a couple of family members who have given me crap for it, because we started doing family dinners here at my house. Because I don't know about the rest of you, but when the older pass away, the matriarchs, the patriarchs, family, it's not like when we were kids. I don't know about you guys, but when we were kids, every weekend, my father and my mother would take us to a family's house for a gathering every weekend. Suzanne said the same thing. Every weekend was somebody's house. We'd always get together. So we started doing it. My mother died a couple of months ago. We started doing it once a month or a couple of times a month here. That's my deal. Is we can do it, but it's got to be here. I don't leave my house. You come here. But Suzanne and I have been either, ordering big platters of food or cooking or doing whatever. My niece brought it up, and she's like, well, why don't we do potluck? And I'm always afraid of the potluck because it's like, at least I'm buying, I know what I'm going to like eating. What if you,
right.
I don't want to be hungry when others bring, I don't want to bring that, But the fast food idea, that works. How about everybody grab fast food and bring it over?
Yeah. I don't mind potluck. The older I get, the more I like to just eat a boatload of appetizers.
Hey, Sandy. Yes. Yeah, I'm with you.
Like, I would just rather have 5 dips in front of me. Spinach artichoke, buffalo chicken, some sort of queso dip, whatever. Just put it all on a plate, mix it together.
See, that's what we've always done on Christmas Day because we eat a big breakfast as our family, but then people are in and out of the house all day. So trying to have a sit down meal just drove me mad. So I moved to crock pots and appetizer-y type things. And when you come, you can eat whatever you want. There is, So we don't do a big meal on Christmas Day. I know some. Well, we do. We do a big breakfast, just our family. Before
Christmas Day we do a big lunch. I've been cooking for all morning long, hence the morning stream. So people keep me company, but yeah.
What's your go-to Christmas meal?
Unfortunately, it's Thanksgiving times 2.
Nice.
And I say unfortunately because we could make something different, but it's always, and I'm not saying it's not really a Portuguese thing because it's more my family thing. My mother, that's how it was. Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas was always the same thing. It was turkey. It was some kind of fish. It was, maybe a ham if we were lucky. There's always ham in my house, but that's what it is. I got a 24-pound turkey to go in the oven.
Oh.
I got an 8-pound ham to take care of. And Suzanne wants me to make some salmon, so I'll be making some salmon too.
How many ovens do you have?
1. So at 3:30 in the morning, my alarm will go off. Maybe 4.
I love that.
4 o'clock, the alarm will go off. So the bird will go in the oven. It'll be in the oven till, let's say, 9:30, 10 o'clock. You cover it up, wrap it with a blanket. Oh, not with a blanket. You know what I mean? Wrap it up, keep it nice and warm and juicy. Then the ham will go in, and that'll come out. Wrap that an hour later, and then the salmon. Salmon already half hour, so. The sides is what kills me a lot of the times because you got to get the sides in.
The best purchase we made when we moved into this house, the stove went, and instead of getting your standard stove, like range top stove combo with the storage drawer at the bottom, we got a 2 oven range. It has a short one that's this big.
Yeah.
And then your standard size below. And it's the best decision we ever made. Because you can have the stuffing in the top, the turkey in the bottom, and then all your stuff on the range, and you're good to go.
I do the stuffing. Well, I do. My mother, God rest her soul, luckily last year she finally I finally asked how to make my mom's stuff, and we knew she was. We didn't think, we thought she'd still be around this Christmas, but we didn't think, it'd be anymore. So time to learn mom's stuff because nothing beats mom's cooking. But mom also taught me, make it the day before, get it all ready. Depends how you make your stuffing, but everything frying pan, get everything ready, put it in the big Pyrex and just, it's 20 minutes in the oven.
Yeah.
Just to give it that bake.
Yeah.
That bake to it because it's pretty much cooked. You fry it up, all the bread and all of that. So, it's time wise because you try to doing all the cooking with one oven. You try to time it all where it's like this goes, gives me just enough time I'm sure some family will be here where a little bit of the, the sides are going in. But
yeah, it's always timing's always the worst. I feel like I'm good at it, and then every year I forget that I'm not good at it.
well, I always love was watching you and Brandy at Thanksgiving. I mean,
Yeah,
we're going back. I mean, we're not going back far away, but 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was. And I'm like,
Oh, we did it last year. We were
No,
live
I know,
last-
but I'm saying the first time.
Oh,
first
yeah,
time
yeah,
recall, yeah.
Yeah, that was. We should have. I should have this year. I got back from the trip and then work trip and all that, and I was just like, I'm dead. But we need to. We should. We should do. I miss the cooking streams, the old D&T cooking streams. We always did a couple, Brandy and I.
You always have those. You always have those. I'm just going to say those. You always have those. I'm going to be like, it's for my case. No, it's Christmas Day. Why is Carlos streaming? I do it for a few reasons. One, I like doing it.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch. Go be with your family. I'm not telling you to watch. But there is those who will put it on and like to watch. So I liked watching you and Brandy on Thanksgiving.
It was fun.
I know it's a holiday. You're with your wife. You're with your family. Every once in a while, you see the kids run in. Granted, mine will be snoring away. You won't even hear her. I might actually, bring the camera on and let you hear Suzanne snore. Depends how she.
That's funny.
Drives me nuts the night before, but.
Well, also some people either don't have family, or for me this year we didn't do Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving. Everyone knows my daughters were both away, and we did, like Dave said, I don't care if we celebrate the holiday on the holiday. So we did Thanksgiving at my mom's, the closest weekend to Thanksgiving that everybody was home. And Thanksgiving morning, I watched whoever streamed because I had nothing to do. Although actually I was watching you, Carlos, and then I was like, you know what? I can't take this. And I literally ran out and bought a turkey on Thanksgiving morning and cooked it.
No,
it was small because it was only me, Matt, and Darren here. It was only the three of us home. But I was like, yeah, I can't just not do anything. So we went out.
No, and you know what? And like I say, because I remember you putting in the chat, you were missing your girls, and it really wasn't the holiday for you guys, and you were glad there was something for you to watch. I'm sorry it was me, but
that
I was entertained.
That right there is the reason, because not everyone has somewhere to go. And if you share a couple hours of your day and people get to watch and interact and they have a good time, that's all that matters. I mean,
I've said that over and over, man. It's not my new motto with anything I stream now. And I mean it. I'm not bullshitting when I say this. It's if I can bring one person just a little bit of joy that day, just a little bit.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be like, oh my god, it made my day. No, I mean just when I streamed a parade the other day, somebody came out of Ninja. Oh, I never chat, but I had to come out of here because we were talking about Transformers. That's what we were talking about because I had only like 4 as a kid. And I couldn't remember what the name of one of them was, and they came out of chat, and I said that. I said, listen, to me, I made that person just a little bit better that morning. That they came out as Ninja, was able to talk in a chat, and that's the way I think it. It brought them just that little bit of joy.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this off stream last week, Carlos. We were kind of diving into it, where it's one of those things where when you press go live, it's not always for you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's
I've become more, I've always been like this. The ones that know me. I don't care what I say. I'm not going to sit here and swear. I'm not going to sit here and
says the guy who just said bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a swear, man.
Not a swear.
It's not.
Fake swears.
It's a Disney swear.
It's not. Well,
it's a PG-13 swear.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Listen, I would never, again, drop the F word, the B word, or say, G damn it or anything. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be. I didn't say the word, Carl. I know. Hey, I'm trying to have a little fun, but no, I wouldn't, because I have, and I said this just in my live stream. I have respect for certain people. Actually, I have respect for all of you, but I know there's certain people who it's like swearing in front of your mother. I wouldn't be like that on the stream when I know certain people are watching, because I just know those people, and I shouldn't do that in front of them. Carlos has his rules. Yes, Deborah, I do. But I'm also going to be the first one to tell you, you don't like what you see, get the hell out. Please, why are you here? Just, I'll look real quick. Look, 10 of them already left because it was 64. It's 54 people. Listen, if 4 of you don't like it, see you later. I don't care. It's not for you. Don't watch. If I'm not for you, that's fine. Because there's a lot of people in this community that are not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Carlos, they all left because you brought me on. Because you took pity on my text message that said
I did. I looked down. I usually don't look at my phone, and I'm like, what does Dave want?
I texted and I said I don't want to impose. But I'll take the link if you need another FOMOer.
In my defense, I don't know if you can see the mouse on your stream. I don't even know if it shows. No, it doesn't. Okay. In my defense, you see that little duck on top of Tina's head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which means I don't pay to be on StreamYard.
You can have 6.
Yes. So I couldn't just invite a million people. I knew who I texted earlier today. I'm like, they said they'd probably come on. So like, before I invite anybody else, let's see what happens. So, I have room. Actually, somebody, you know what? Let me send. Somebody wanted to come live from Florida, so let me. I have room. I told him if I have room, I will happily send him. See if this. No, there's a copy and paste. Okay.
Excuse me.
But Dave, did you watch any of Corey's stream?
I did. I like I said, we had Christmas with my dad. Didn't get to watch a ton of it, but watched from like probably 7:30 on, maybe.
Well, I'll still give you a couple of hours.
Yeah. Well, caught a good portion of it. So now my computer is going haywire for absolutely no apparent reason.
It's because it heard me swear.
Something like that. No, something's
I said G. I didn't say anything else. I just said G.
Yeah.
It went haywire. But
no, if you haven't noticed, if you have the Disney World website open, it completely messes with your graphics. Because it's for it being something where they want people to go and spend money, they make it like really, really graphically intense.
I hate that website.
It's for what it is, and for the size of company that it is, and the amount of money you pay to go there, you'd think that the Walt Disney World website would run slightly better. Maybe drop a few more dollars into the IT pool.
Then they'd say they're losing money.
No, they are.
I could do a rant on how annoying that webpage is.
Yeah, I agree. The app's not bad.
I could swear in Portuguese, Deborah. I mean, my mother did enough of it that live stream I did with her. And I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? Nobody understands. No, nobody understands. Jerf has the link. Jerf got a text too, but Jerf hasn't responded to my text or my link. But
he has people at his house.
Oh, that's right.
From out of town.
Yes, you are correct. I forgot all about
Which I can say because he said it on stream this morning.
You're right. No, you're right. I totally forgot about that. I did. Yeah. I don't know if that's his reason. I'm just saying that's right. I did forget about that. Because I could also say I remember Jeff leaving people because I knew they were all in his house purposely to go on stream. But then again, I don't think he liked those people. Maybe these he does. I can't speak English right now. I smell a Dave rant. No Dave rants tonight. We're not going to be going here long enough for Dave rants. We're not even going to go live for Carlos rant. Because trust me, I have a couple that I could throw out there right now.
Yeah, there's no reason to rant tonight. It's a good day. It's a good night.
It is. It's a good day. It's a good week. It's a good month. Everybody done with their Christmas shopping? No.
I work 2 more days, so I'll start it after that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you sound like Jeff. I'll start it on Tuesday, he said.
Nobody. I only buy for my 3 kids. And
I wish. God bless you, Jeanette.
I mean, some years I'll get my parents something, but like,
it's
they
the
don't
4
need
kids, the 2 grandkids. I'm still one of those. I buy for my niece. I buy for my godson.
I don't have any of those. I don't have any. We have no cousins. I have no nieces or nephews. Neither my sister nor Matt's sister had any kids. So my 3
Wow.
kids are it in the family.
So you are
We're
really
not
lucky.
in the grandparent stage yet. I do have a couple of gifts. It's kind of funny. I do have gifts from my daughter's boyfriends.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I guess I gotta buy my son's fiance girlfriend. She gets mad with it because I don't know what to call her. I don't. I know she has a ring on her finger. She's the baby mama, and she gets mad when I say that too. But the baby mama, the kid's mother, India. I get her something. I get my oldest daughter. She had this boyfriend last year. He came over, and it drove me nuts because it was the first time we met him. She said, "Do you mind if Joey comes over?" I'm like, "Who's Joey?" I mean, I knew that was his name, but it's like to throw it in her face, like, "Who's Joey?" And Joey might be watching, but it's like, really, you're gonna bring him over for us to meet him? Hi, on Christmas Day. I'm like, yeah, you're bright, Serena. You're really bright. But she brought him because I won't say no. And here he comes in with gifts for me and Suzanne. I'm like, what the hell? What are you doing to me? So this year, it's like, Suzanne, do we have to buy Joey gifts? She's like, yes. I'm like, I'm joking. There you go.
Making lot sticks.
I don't know. My niece, I mean, you guys have heard stories because, my niece was basically my first daughter. I love that girl to death. So, and my godson's my godson. I look at it this way. If their parents buy for my kids, then I'll buy for theirs.
yeah, absolutely. My kids are. My youngest is 14. Do you know what he says he wants? Seriously, money for college because he sees us stressing out about Victoria and getting money for her college. So he's like, I don't need anything. Just get me money for college. Like that's like what we spend on Christmas is going to pay for college. But anyway,
It'll buy a book.
It'll buy a book or his laptop. So
I don't know.
Anyway,
I know he's not watching, but it all depends. If I know what Ethan got, so it might pay for college. No.
And Victoria has some very, very practical things on her list, so she'll get those. It'll take me an hour one day to go pick up the stuff she wants. So
Michaela was smart this year. She asked for gas cards. You can have some gas money.
That's smart.
Gas cards.
Yeah.
Gas cards.
I,
Ethan's still on the gaming systems. Can I have an Xbox?
Yeah.
Why?
And then there's things we do every year, like we do Christmas PJs every year, and we get a Pez dispenser every year. So like those things I already have, but
What's,
and then we pretend we don't do Christmas PJs and that we forgot them like every single year, and they're like, "We know you have them."
Yeah, my niece this year, she's like, "Can we all wear Christmas PJs for Christmas Day?" And Suzanne right away, "Yes, let's do that." No. What? No, I am going. She's like, "Carlos, you're in freaking shorts and a tank top all day." I am because I'm slaving over the stove. It's hot in the house. Right. I spend and it's been, the last 3 years. Tina, have you been here or home last 3 Christmases? What is she doing? I don't even know if she's sucking something or if she's like
I'm thinking.
being a blowfish or
Is
something.
that like a massage?
Well, my point was the last 3 Christmases here, it's been like 60 degrees.
Pad.
And that is just like insane.
Yeah, I've been home. I've been back there.
It's been insane.
they're saying that there might be a nor'easter.
Yeah, I saw that.
So our Christmas PJs are Christmas t-shirts and like I'll call them boxer shorts. They're not really boxer shorts, but like the kind of PJs. My kids all want shorts. They don't want the like stereotypical, buffalo check PJ. That's not what they want. They want shorts.
Can I stretch my leg? Yeah, like flannel.
Yes, they don't want them. Even though we live in, it's 30 degrees. They all want shorts, so that's what they all get. My son wears shorts to school. It's 30 something degrees right now. He wears shorts year round. So
no, he's one of those.
So is Matt. So
yeah. Oh.
I couldn't tell you the last time I saw Matt in pants if it wasn't a funeral or a wedding.
Hey, I had a couple of people come in my mother's wake with shorts on. I've seen it. It's all right.
Since my surgery last year, I get colder than I used to
Really?
in a long time. Yeah, surprisingly. So like
Dave.
I'm with you, Carlos.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm with Matt. I like right now. I'm in a hoodie and shorts. I only have the hoodie on because it's cold. But like, I will. This is the first winter in a long time I have had sweatpants on more than like just when it's below 10 degrees out at home. Normally, I'm a t-shirt and shorts, whatever. But it's been. Might not be that. It might be the fact I'm old now. I don't know.
I'm starting to find it. It's got to be it's. I don't want to get into surgery. If people know what
That's fine.
what went on with Dave, then
Yeah,
pretty much
you
know
talk
it's
about
the same thing as mine. Heart
Yeah.
conditions and everything. I know I didn't want to say it, but all of a sudden I did. But
We all know.
I don't know. Since my heart attack, it's like because I've worked outside my whole life.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, these last 3 years, it's like it's 40 degrees out, and I'm in sweatshirt and a long sleeve shirt and a t-shirt. I'm layered up for some reason. Where I used to, just give me a long sleeve t-shirt and I'm good in 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Now I've already started to look for my long johns because I saw it was going to be 25 next week. I'm like, hey, hold on.
I'm not there yet, but it's I definitely can feel it in my bones a little more.
Yes, I like furry ears. The onesies with the furry ears. I want the rabbit from It's a Christmas Story.
It's gonna be
Have to.
60 here next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 60 on Tuesday, and
Balmy.
then
Yeah.
Well, that was here. We got 4 inches of rain, and it was 65 on Wednesday. And then Thursday morning, I went to work. It was 22.
We
It's
need 4 inches of rain because we're like in a drought. Are you guys also, Dave? Like, is the drought over?
I think we're okay. We've had a lot of rain. We're not under any sort of like
We're not either.
water restriction or anything like that. I do know we're supposed to get like 2 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow. So
Wow.
I wish.
and then a bunch of rain and a bunch of stupid crap. So
Still
Don't
haven't seen
send that
snow
towards
this year.
me.
What was it, Tina?
I said, don't send that up towards me.
I don't think it's going to.
No, it's not.
I think it's going east and then it's changing to rain. So
Yeah.
it'll be all right. But
Yeah, I don't know what this means, but we're in a severe drought, and just south of us is in an extreme drought. But I don't know what those definitions mean.
You're not getting rain, but you're close to getting drones.
all the drones.
I don't think we're
Hey,
close.
Sam.
Like they're here. Like my local. You got your local Facebook page, and it does all the stereotypical things that local Facebook pages do.
Which
This
is
week
awesome.
has been nothing but drone talk, and the admins saying the admins just like making their presence known, so that the comments don't go absolutely crazy.
Sean said it's 51 on Monday in Detroit.
insane.
That's insane. Weren't you guys just like getting a bunch of snow?
It is so weird, man. I mean, I remember when we were all kids, and it
Yep.
was like, and maybe it's just that like the bigger snow events stick out in your head. But I feel like once it hit winter, it was like 22 to 35. And that was it. And you didn't have this up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Although, as I'm saying this, I do remember being in Punxsy, and because we got Groundhog Day off every year anyways, because,
Why not?
groundhogs.
Yeah.
I do remember, I think it was either my junior year or senior year of high school. We got it off, right? And me and my friends went and did the whole groundhog thing, and then we went golfing because it was 74 degrees. So we were the only two on the golf course. But we went out, got the cart out, and just played 18 on Groundhog Day just to say we did it.
Wow.
So it was. Good
I've
time.
I've said that too to my kids and whatever. It's like I don't remember winters being. What did we get? We got 14 inches of snow total last year.
That's crazy.
14 inches. I remember being, I guess going back only about 25, 27 years ago, being 19, 20 years old, where we were getting 14 inches a week. I mean, we had winters where it was just insane snow.
I feel like 93 sticks out in everyone's head.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I was in college and they canceled school, and we thought like the world was ending because they don't cancel college for
Right.
anything. Yeah.
I just remember having weeks off at a time.
It was 93. I remember 93 well. And I'm not going to say I was in college because, one, I didn't go to college, but I was barely in high school.
Yeah, I know I'm old.
I'm also old.
Not as old as I am.
old.
I was in 8th grade.
I was gonna say, I got you beat, Dave. Where are
I
you?
was 10.
Shush.
It's 50.
93. I was a freshman. I was a freshman in high school. But 93 was bad. But I remember here was in New England, well, in Mass or Rhode Island, it was 97.
I was going to say, I thought it was a couple years later. You guys got
97, it snowed. And I can tell you right now, it snowed every Tuesday and every Friday. Every Tuesday and every Friday.
How do you remember these years that these things happen? Like,
Well, because
my whole childhood is-
97, I was already out of high school. I was already working. And I remember that year because it was work-wise. It was like I couldn't get to work. Anybody,
Mm-mm.
I know it wasn't just here, but do you remember the April Fool's snowstorm?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That covered a lot. I remember. I remember not hearing anything was going to happen. I was a baker at Dunkin' Donuts working nights. I came home from work at like 4 a.m, and I used to go right to bed, like sleep in the morning and be up in the evening. But I remember going to bed like it was nothing. I woke up, I'm going to say about 3 p.m. because my father was already home from work. And my mother's like, I don't think you're working tonight. I'm like, I can't working tonight, Mom. Like, I have to sleep. I'm like, Mom, leave me alone. I'm hungry. And never looking out the window until about an hour later, she's like, are you going to work? I said, you know what, working tonight. I don't know what the questions are all about. And she's like, how you getting there? I'm like, my car. I had a little Toyota at the time. I kid you not. My mother, I'm like, Mom, please, April Fools, leave me the hell alone. This is all in Portuguese. So, I mean, it all losing translation. I'm like, Mom, please. I look out the window and I can't find my car.
Because you had 5 feet of snow.
Wow. It was 2 feet of snow, but plowed. They plowed. Like, I was parked on the wrong side of the road. Thank God I didn't get towed. I was plowed in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Where did this come from? What is this? And literally, I didn't go to work. I couldn't get out. I'm like, I'm out. I'm not getting donuts.
I remember my mom saying, and I think it was probably the same year, that we didn't go to school on the 4th of any month until May. January 4th, we were off because of snow. Same with February. Same with March. And surprisingly, same with April.
Mm.
And you were out of school already? So it wasn't.
No, I was in high school.
Oh, you were in high school, I meant. All right. So
It's junior high or high school. I want to say it was 97, 96, something around there.
I was with Suzanne already, and Ethan wasn't born yet. So at least, more than 12 years ago. But I've been with my company now for 18 years. And I went at least 6 weeks straight of only working 4 days because it was like you said, it was like every Monday we were off because it just snowed.
Yeah.
It was like, well, I ain't going in Monday. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And actually, because it was a year Patriots went to the Super Bowl.
What year was that?
Yeah. It was a year. Well, it was because I was like, I got to go to bed on Sunday because I got to get up early Monday, so I'm not going to watch the whole game. It was like, no, it's snowing. I ain't working.
No, I think it was the same year. I honestly think we're talking about the same year because I feel like we got to stay home on Monday after the Super Bowl after watching the Patriots do stupid things. That would have been in the 2000s, so I would have been in college.
No, you wouldn't have. But I'm like, because it shows up on your memories and stuff, and like, because I remember writing it. Yeah. Like, I actually get to work on Monday.
Yeah, that would have been late.
A while.
That would have been mid 2000s then.
Yeah, well, Ethan was born in 2012, so yeah, so we're in there.
You guys are aware, and I'm just saying this because Carlos has been saying like 12 years ago, and he's referencing 1995. You guys are aware that if they made the movie Dazed and Confused now, it would be about 1993.
It's scary. Those posts scare me when they're like,
Yeah.
2024 is the same amount of time away as whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. Yep.
Yeah, we're closer to 2060 than 1950.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
You're about to hit it, Dave, right? Because Gigi graduates this year. That's when you start to be like, oh.
Yeah. Well, it kind of like, so she just applied to school and all that fun stuff, and like talking about all that, and it's like, okay, now I get it. But like the big thing for me is like, without diving completely into the whole healthcare situation in the country right now, but you do realize that research wise, we're like 2 relatively small fines away from all of us living until we're 120 years old. Like there's a distinct possibility that we're going to be the first generation that the majority of us make it to 120. That's insane. By the way,
that's a good thing.
All of us, that's saying that's like at least 2.5 more lives that we've currently lived. I'm excited. I'm so excited. making content at 97. Well,
this is how I put my dentures in.
No, we'll be good. No, the whole point of it is,
Chef, it's not happy birthday to my great granddaughter.
Great grandkid. Yeah, no, like, and so therein lies the issue, right? Like the whole point is that if you start to be able to retroactively fix your body through gene therapy, where you aren't going to lose your teeth, right? Cool, but like you're gonna be 97. And we all know, like, reproductive years are, what, 16 to 35? So we are going to be alive to see our...
9 in some cases.
Well, no, I know. But I mean, like, that's because of red dye number 5. RFK is going to take care of that here in a couple months. But, I mean, I was trying to be reasonable since we're on YouTube. I didn't want the YouTube police to yell. I know, I'm just, but like in all honesty, you have 30 years legit, right? And there's a good possibility you will sit there with 4 generations of your family below you, and that's insane to me.
Oh, my mother made it to 3.
That and that's huge, right? She was 90 what?
89.
So yeah, all intents and purposes.
The rest of us just had kids early.
I was gonna say my great grandmother didn't pass away until. So Matt and I were engaged but not married because she was on the original invite list and she passed away before we got married. So it's crazy to think that, but that's because, like you said, that one stream of my family, they all had a child at 20. Right. So that's why, and I'm the. Like my string of the family, like my dad, my grandfather, they were the oldest in all those situations. So, but yeah, so I had a great grandmother till Matt and I got married when I was 23. So yeah.
Yeah, we did 24, which was crazy to think about right now.
I was real close to 24. He was 24. I was 23.
Well, like you were saying,
that's not true. That's not true.
21.
Don't watch that part, Matt. He was. I'm wrong. We were both 20.
Jeanette, what you're saying is like, if you look at it, that is 7 years from now in reference to Gianna, which means she will meet someone, get engaged, and get married. I mean, if it's the same boat, that's 7 years. That's giving me anxiety currently.
Well, both my daughters are dating people who one of them for almost 2 years.
Yes.
And the other one, it's new, but I'll call it intense.
I was just going to say intense.
I'm going to say this.
That was by far, and I'm not going to go into it, Jeanette, but that was one of the most, I have to preface this with ... I have to preface this with ... And it was like we get through this whole conversation. I'm like, you didn't have to say any of that. Like,
well, you know, most
Good.
people don't stick their
No, I know.
16-year-old daughters
well.
on planes out to Texas, so I had a
Well,
little explaining to do.
let's just start at the beginning. Most people are judgmental about everything that
Yes.
you're saying, so it doesn't matter.
Dave and I stood on Main Street for a very long time.
Yeah, well, the three of us,
we got a lot of
was-
talking in.
it was Jeanette, Brandy, and I, and we were holding the spot so that when Gianna came down, we had a good spot on Main Street, right?
Yeah.
And Jeanette's just telling stories about her family, and she's like, "Hold on, I have to preface this. Hold on, like, we're not bad parents." Like, well, no, you're not. It's okay. It was just.
Jonathan says his grandma is 101 years old.
That's
today's
crazy,
in October. I'm sorry. You have to emphasize it's Chinese grandmother because we couldn't, we haven't figured that one out yet. I mean,
you know what though, Jonathan? I was gonna say that, like, so we fix our physical bodies and we live to 100 and whatever you said, but man,
mentally,
the mental state of a bunch of like 110 of us, like when we're 110 doing YouTube, can you imagine? Come on,
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, but we won't know it's great.
No, it'll be fantastic. No, so like
That's what'll be great about it.
We won't know it. We won't care.
let's take it back. I mean, you look at a lot of those degenerative mental illnesses that are out there right now, and a boatload of them are linked to diet. They're starting to call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes. And it's related to insulin resistance more than a lot of people thought. The plaque buildup in your brain has nothing to do with that. And I could obviously pull a bunch of research out, but it's Saturday night at 11:04 and I'm 2 bourbons in, about to go get a third. So I'm not going to, but I'll just tell you, there's like 6 Rogan podcasts that you need to go listen to in relation to this. And not like Rogan podcasts with comedians, like with actual people that know what's going on. But there's a boatload of research, coming back to the real point. There's a boatload of research saying that that's what it is. It's all related to our diet, and it's all related to insulin resistance and what is happening to a lot of people, a lot of kids, frankly, a lot of people our age. It's crazy to me, and this is a complete aside, but it's crazy to me that you're starting to see what you would consider middle age issues, whether it's plaque buildup in arteries, whether it's type 2 diabetes, whether it's liver issues, whether it's kidney stuff in folks in their early to mid 30s, and being like, oh my God, how's it happening to someone so young? And the fact that we aren't putting 2 and 2 together at the fact that a lot of us millennials and younger Gen X were ripe in the middle of all of this processed food explosion, I guess, is the easiest way to say. It's pretty bananas.
My daughter, that 16-year-old, had 3 major food allergies when she was, I think, about 3 months old is when we, her sister dumped a cup of milk on top of her and she broke out in head to toe hives. And that's how we figured out she was allergic to milk.
Crazy.
We knew she was allergic to something, but I was nursing, so like trying to figure out what it was impossible. But anyway, and yeah, like I always want, like, I mean, everyone always says, did we really have this many allergies when we were kids? I mean, I don't remember anybody. I got the occasional nut allergy, but now it's everywhere. So yeah.
The allergies that, and this is anecdotal for me, the allergies that my friends had when I was younger were all like, don't get that near me or I'm dead allergies, right? Like nut allergies, like they were like legit allergies. And now it's like
bread.
We were talking about this today.
Bread.
I am a huge fan of like hazy IPAs and all of that, right?
Mhm.
And I think I'm getting to a point where, like, I don't want to say it's an intolerance or an allergy in any capacity, but shit, wheat, all of that. Like, I can sit here and have a couple bourbons tonight, and I'll be good. But if I had one beer, one, especially like craft beer, I would probably feel like crap in the morning.
Mhm.
My dad has celiacs. My dad had celiacs before anybody knew the word gluten existed. So
Right.
like it was in like the 90s when he got diagnosed.
Yeah.
And when I would say like my dad can't have gluten, people would say, "What is gluten?" Now today,
Exactly.
everybody and their
Yeah.
brother thinks they know what gluten is. So yeah, very similar. I always wonder like what caused that because today everybody has a gluten intolerance. Not his is celiac, which is a little bit different, but
Yeah. But
Mars
so-
right here, you know, with the peanut allergies and peanut butter and jellies where
Yeah.
where the norm.
yeah, absolutely.
You're right. In schools, my parents never got a warning in school like, well, your son can't bring peanut butter sandwich to school.
Well, that's what you ate if you didn't like the lunch, right? There was peanut butter. I mean, even
Right.
Yeah.
I've
They
been
used to
working at
serve
my
peanut
camp.
butter.
I've been working at my camp for, I forget, like 11, 12 years. And I know the early years of my camp, that's what we served when the kids didn't like it. And now we don't even let nuts in the camp.
Yeah.
It changed in just the past 10 years.
So the funny thing is, Jonathan Chong's like in the 80s and 90s when McDonald's hit big. That's true. But the thing is that the food that McDonald's produced in the 80s and 90s might have been fast food and might have been lower quality. But still, at least the potato, like the French fries then, were potatoes and beef tallow. That's how they made them.
And the eggs were eggs because Matt worked there and he cracked eggs. That's what he talks about all the time. He cracked eggs.
Same here.
And the issue is that they have decided to go cheaper to keep it cheap. They have decided to go to more processed. And it's not just McDonald's. It's everyone.
Yeah.
It's also the fact that like the Fruit Loops thing to me is the one thing that's crazy. Is that in Canada, the Fruit Loops box doesn't have the red dye, blah, 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 like all of these completely not real man-made ingredients in Canada, but they do here. And so that's the issue. Did you guys see this article where the New York Times came out and said, hey, listen, RFK's crazy? Because this is the one thing. We all know this, right? Like RFK's like Fruit Loops in Canada are okay. The ones in America, not okay, because it's got all the words you can't pronounce at the bottom and red 5.
Yep.
And so the New York Times comes out with an article and it says, no. RFK is wrong. They're almost exactly the same. Look, the first 90% of ingredients are all the same. Just these ones at the bottom are different. And all the ones at the bottom are the ones that are bad.
Right, like if I put arsenic at the bottom of your food, you're not going to eat it, right?
The New York Times made his point for him. It's hilarious.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. 80% of what's in our processed foods is banned in every other country.
Sure.
Yeah. In America, there's 10,000 potential chemicals that are legal with the FDA, and the exact same products that are being made in the U.S. and exported to Europe, Canada, wherever, are basically looking at a list of 700 additives as opposed to 10,000 additives. And I know I've said it on, and I'll shut up here in a minute, but I know I've said it on D&T where it's like, if we can't all come together on the fact that our food might need to be looked at a little bit, what can we come together on? Let's get healthier.
But why is it?
Food,
Why
like
is it?
soaps and shampoos and stuff like that too? That's all over your skin, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Getting it,
Oh,
seeping in, and
I just laughed at our foods have all these extras that added into it, this and that. It's all bad for you. And I only bring up the Disney community, and then you have all these Brits who love coming over from the UK to eat our junk that's bad for you.
Yeah.
We have the good stuff here in the UK, like chocolate. The chocolate's great. When Sarah P bought me that Cadbury from, oh my God, Barry actually brought it first, but it's like, yes, you're right. Your chocolate's better. But yeah, at the same time, they all come over and be like, oh, I can't wait to go to,
Because
get my orange Fanta because they love the orange soda and my go to Wendy's. These
Are we going to go down the conspiracy theory on this?
We could.
Are we going to go down the fact that in the late 80s and early 90s, we started pushing back against whether or not cigarettes are healthy? And so Philip Morris and Reynolds and all of these companies started buying up food companies and taking the marketing that they did and all of the research that they know to make stuff, frankly, addictive and applying it to the processed food market. Like, are we going down this rabbit hole tonight, Carlos? Because I'm here for it, man.
No, we're not. Because I still have to stream on an hour, and it's been an hour and a half already. So, no, we're not.
Hold on, let me pop one up. We'll go over to TNT. We'll go over to. I think I have D&T. We can go there. Steve will love it. Like, what the hell is this?
You wouldn't even know. He's too busy cleaning up. Give the oil.
yeah,
right?
probably.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You wouldn't even know. Yeah, I don't even know where to go from there.
So make less processed food this Christmas.
Look at the ingredients.
We say as we started this by talking about doing fast food for New Year's Eve,
It's okay though.
which I'm still gonna do.
Look, you can't.
Moderation.
You got to make. The whole point is that if you start by making one better choice, then you'll make another better choice, and the aggregate of all of those better choices will put you in a situation where you're making better choices more often, right? Like, it's really funny to me how for me, I can see like I've come. It's probably been a 180 over the last probably 6 or 7 years, where it's like, oh yeah, no, you don't have to worry about it. Just eat whatever. Everything's fine. It's approved by the FDA. Life's fine. Now, if it's approved by the FDA, I'm like, no.
Yup. I steer away from it. I was a camp counselor in 2006,
Mhm.
and the nurse that was there, she tells me, and I didn't know this. I was fairly young back then, and she says, in your orange juice, almost any type of orange juice brand that you buy, if it says 100% vitamin D, it's lying, because the FDA is allowing them to something that they put in it that makes it, I forget what exactly she said, but it's basically a lie. If it says 100% vitamin D, it is not 100% vitamin D.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and I was like, wait, you're gonna be kidding me.
There's 6+ levels of organic that you're, depending on where you hit, you can use the phrase organic on all of your stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But it's not organic.
Loopholes.
So cool. So Carlos, this stream's gonna get you banned from YouTube because
No,
because of sponsors.
That's fine. I mean, that's fine. Trust me. If this doesn't, other people have tried. I'm sure they tried tonight already. So listen, I just love sitting and listening to people that know more than me. I don't pretend to know things. If I know something, I will talk about it. If I don't, I will sit here and listen and pray to God that it will stop eventually. And then not look at my phone when I go live because somebody might be asking for a link.
That'd be me.
Pete McDevitt, what's going on, Pete?
Pete, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Pete.
Pete was at Give Kids the World tonight. There was a lot of friends on there. A lot of friends. That's how this stream started. It was the idea. Oh my God, I'm screwing around with this computer. Oops. I'm sorry. Hold on. If I could show you what just happened. I hate. Okay. Yeah, that's why I put the stream together. It was FOMO. Dave missed out, so Dave wasn't down there. But Jeanette was not down there. Tina was supposed to be down there and did not go down there. I'm sorry, Tina. Did I?
Nah.
Tina, you had tickets and everything for the show.
I did. I bought my tickets to give Kids the World tickets for the first thing I bought because we were so sure we were going, and Jason messed up on his time off.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Speaking of
And
Jason,
it's not his fault.
speaking of Jason, Suzanne said she saw him a couple of nights ago on the stream.
Yeah,
Is he really that hairy?
he was on Wednesday night, and he had a beard that was admirable.
That's not quite the word I would use, but thank you, Dave. He'll appreciate that.
I think he looked great, Tina. It's got this like Sasquatchy but mildly gray quality to it.
I have to say something too, because since we were on the food talk, he's been doing the
It's sticking to the beard, I know.
all protein.
Is he doing carnivore?
Yeah, he's doing the
Yeah, it's
carnivore
great.
diet. Well, he and I'm like, he's dropped like 10 pounds in a week, and I was like, where's the don't we need fruit? But
No.
don't we need fruits and vegetables? And he's like, who created the food pyramid, Tina? And I was like, the government. Oh, and I was like, whoa, and it hit me, and I was just blown away by that. But I'm like, drops 10 pounds in a week, and I look at food and I gain 10 pounds like in a minute. What is
Tina?
going on?
I did carnivore the 2.5 weeks before we went to Disney. I dropped 16 pounds in 2.5 weeks. I felt amazing.
That's what he said.
I'm getting back on it probably Jan 1 at this point. I should probably do it prior to, but I like potatoes.
If you get off of it, do you gain that weight back?
I gained a lot of it back, but I also went to Disney and I also went to deer camp and I also
touche.
Yeah, I mean honestly you will, and it's either you dive into the lifestyle or you get sick of it and start rolling stuff back in. Like, so we were talking about, kind of not necessarily food allergies, but like food intolerances. It's one of the best ways to tell what you have an issue with, because your body's not going to reject protein. So if you go to straight eating beef, eggs, and cheese, actually just beef and eggs to start.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Beef, fish, like real just protein.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can add in eggs. And if you don't feel any different, cool, you're still good. Next step, add in lactose, right? So add in some cheese. If you don't feel any negative effects, cool, you're good to go. But then you can get to a point where you don't necessarily, like, you're in it's basically Atkins, right? So it's ketones, right? You're in a ketogenic diet. So the next step is, all right, well, I'm not quite feeling it whenever I go and do something relatively intense exercise wise. But then you can add other things in. So a lot of people stick with the animal base of it. So they add honey in as a sugar, and they see great results. And it's still, you're kind of out of ketosis at that point, but you're still okay. But then you get to a point you're adding fruits in, then you get to whole foods, right? Or like actual whole foods, not the place that has not whole foods, but you get to just eating whole foods. And then you can get to, maybe more of like a paleo diet where you're just eating basically, I don't want to say raw stuff. That kind of puts a negative connotation on it. But you get to a point where you're just eating stuff that isn't processed. And I will tell you, I felt really good. I also missed the fact that every once in a while I wanted to eat a Sour Patch Kid. Yeah. So you gotta, like, if you do it and you buckle down for 3 weeks, you'll get over the sugar thing. But I will tell you, I ate one meal a day. I ate anywhere from 1,100 to 1,700 calories in that one meal. It was all beef, some eggs, a little bit of cheese, and that was it. And I was satiated through the entirety of the day. Wasn't looking for snacks. Had enough energy to get through a workout. And this is the other thing that comes along with the carnivore diet is you don't shut the hell up about it.
Yes, he's driving me crazy.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Well, and the thing is that, like, the reason you get to that point, and I will tell you, and again, it was only a couple weeks, but it was enough of a difference from getting through that to your body getting used to it to you being like, never felt this good. Is this what mental clarity kind of is? Is that like it had other effects outside of just the weight loss, and that's the real thing. If you focus on that, cool, and if you focus on trying to find the stuff that is negative for you, because at some point you can add potatoes back in, you can add sourdough, like more non-processed bread in, like you can get to that point, and if it doesn't affect you negatively, there's no reason to not continue to eat that stuff in some capacity, whatever that is for you. Like it's really interesting to look at it from I get a blank slate and I get to figure out how I'm going to feel good and incorporate everything that I like. It was really neat. So that's all I got to say. And now I feel like shit every time I eat something. We went and had Mexican yesterday. I was up all night with frickin'. My acid reflux went away 72 hours.
Yeah.
I will now shut up.
Gee, and I wondered what we were going to talk about all night.
Right.
Right, Jeanette's like, it's a collar stream. What the hell are we gonna do? Swear.
Hey, Sarah.
Nicole wants to Sarah P. Event. Sarah probably just got back to her resort. I'm sure they had like a little gathering after. Sarah. Sarah, was that basket of chocolates? I'm assuming that was from you. Was that supposed to come to my house? And you said, "Oh, screw it, I'm just going to donate it to Kids World." I know, Sarah. No, I mean, listen, Dave. People are listening to you. Oh my God, I keep hitting on the wrong one. Nicole is interested. So Nicole, she wants to be educated in the carnivore diet.
The best thing is when it comes to a diet, carnivore is the easiest. Start at the beginning. Just eat meat.
See, I saw a link or a meme or something. I'm like, all right, I'm never going to read this, but I guess it's a real thing, huh?
Oh,
Just steak and eggs.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I started with steak, eggs, and I would throw some cheese into it because I know I don't have any issues with lactose.
Yeah.
So I was good. But like, I'm not kidding. I wouldn't eat breakfast. I'd basically, on most days, I would basically intermittent fast until 5:30 and then eat from 5 to 7 because it took me 2 hours to eat all of that crap, but 1,900 calories.
No. What's the point? Because I've always questioned, if you're going to intermittent fast, let's say like you did till 5:30, but then you're just going to eat everything within that 2 hours or so. Why not just spread that out throughout the day? What's the difference?
You can. It depends on your personal metabolism.
Okay.
Some people like to intermittent fast just because they have water and coffee until they break their fast, and that's their thing. Some people do it because it's mental clarity for the first 5 or 6 hours of the day. I don't know if that's 100% true. I've seen it both ways on my end. I've done it. I haven't done it. I've done the small meals, and you can do that with carnivore as well. Nicole just threw up. I don't eat a lot of beef, but I end up eating chicken.
Yeah.
So the issue is you need fats. So you need grass-fed butter. You need fattier cuts of meat because that is what is then helps you get into ketogenesis. And on top of that, the other thing about this is it's great for hormone regulation because you're getting the increased cholesterol, which is then utilized by your body to make the correct hormones, whether it's whatever, right?
Just keep getting ribeye. Don't trim around it.
Not to mention, like a lot of the grizzle in beef is collagen. It's good for your good for your body.
Yeah. Collagen's a protein. It's an amino acid based product, right? So yeah, I mean you can have the skin with chicken. I mean my thing is that you should focus more on darker meats. So whether it's dark meat from a turkey, from a chicken, whether it's beef, whether it's pork to some extent, there's a lot of fat there, a lot of bacon. You can eat your face off with bacon. You can sit down for breakfast and have 10 fried eggs and a pound of bacon, and that's your breakfast, and then you don't eat again until 7:30. Like, not kidding. I've never been more satiated on a diet.
I would love that.
It's tempting to try. I mean, I've lost, and I love hearing it. Well, you look good. You've lost some weight. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. But I also hate telling them that the truth, and the answer is it's not on purpose. So, health reasons, I can't tell you. I mean, is it my diabetic medication? Is it the insulin? Is it this? Is it that? I don't know. It could be something else. Who knows?
I mean,
but I wouldn't mind feeling better.
Yeah.
So if
I
love beef.
I look at a couple things, right? And I don't talk a ton about it. Probably gonna talk about more about it. But look, mentally, been up and down with some struggles there. Don't want to say it's depression. It's not, but anxiety, whatever you want to call it, right? So we've all been there. I get it. And I don't really want to get into that right now, but anything that I can do to feel better on that front where I'm more positive as opposed to negative. And this was one of those things that I tried, right? Like it's like my whole goal, like if I don't work out for 3 or 4 days, I am an absolute mess mentally.
Yep.
Absolute mess.
Look at that.
Okay, Dave, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, finish it.
Oh, I was just gonna say like that, like looking into TRT, but frankly, if you go carnivore as a male, like you can boost your testosterone by 200 to 300 points, depending. Between that and working out, you can do a ton of it naturally without getting testosterone replacement. So there's a ton about that. Like brain fog's a thing. I know a boatload of us that came out of I won't say it, but 2019, 2020, 2021, where some brain fog has set in based on some choices. Just getting through that and trying to get to the next step. Anything that can be a cheat code for that, and if it ends up being and this comes full circle to what we started with this whole conversation, if it can be because I'm not eating processed foods, because I'm looking at something more real, even if you're not buying from the farm down the road, even if you are buying, because I buy all my meat at Sam's Club, it's processed in some capacity. It has to be. Yeah. But, again, small steps. If you make one change and you make a change every day and you focus on that, it's
I was
now I'm gonna start tomorrow because I got myself psyched up and like remember all of that now. Like I've honestly I've had between I've had like between screwing up my back,
it's a Mexican,
like sleeping wrong, and like I've had this weird cold for the last like week. It's nothing crazy, but I haven't slept, so I've been like, Arr. But I need to.
I was going to touch on this one comment. Keep going back to it. That was the biggest change that I made, was going from drinking 3 liters of soda to nothing. 3 soda. I don't care that and Mars talking about drinking caffeine free. Soda or soda. There's still so much crap in there that makes you put on a shitload of weight.
Yep.
Just to be blunt. And
not to mention the combination is horrible for your teeth. It eats away at the enamel.
I'm telling you, I people were telling me, drink caffeine free, drink diet. No, I don't want any soda anymore. I'm done with soda.
Yeah.
So, but I do drink a lot of caffeine. I drink a lot more coffee now. A lot more. And I am not going to decaf. Who does that?
Update the new coffee
Me.
machine is
Me.
fantastic.
I do.
Yeah, I
that.
heard about Suzanne watched that whole thing, and my nephew, well, my niece's husband has the same one, so I know that
It's the best coffee maker ever. No,
I have the just to put into terms, I have the cheaper one. It is a Ninja, but just I love my Ninja coffee machine. Oh my god, I don't drink espresso, so it's not nothing I need. But
I do
I went-
pour over. I will never go back to a coffee machine. I pour over all the way for me.
yeah, I people love their Keurigs and everything, but no, a Ninja coffee machine. Oh,
No, that's right. Dave showed it already. It does the filters and the K cups,
Yeah,
right?
it does everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm looking at that one next. Just because Suzanne made a good point. She hates going through the process of making half a pot of coffee when all she wants is a cup. I mean, she can make a single cup with ours, but you still have to put the grounds in, make sure you're measuring right and everything. Where, at least if you had a K cup.
Yeah, well, I need to get the K cup size where you can grind your own, put in,
Yeah.
a couple spoons of it, and then
You can buy that right at Ninja
Those
website.
those K cups carry a lot of chemicals in them themselves too.
it's also plastic that you're heating up.
Yeah.
Buy
that too.
Joffrey. Buy Joffrey's. That's all I can say.
Love Joffrey's.
Love my Joffrey's.
I've never had a Joffrey's.
We were supposed to stop at TJ Maxx today to look for more Joffrey's coffees, and we didn't. Damn it.
Wait, there's
They sell it?
Joffrey's at TJ Maxx?
And Marshalls all
That's
the
the
time.
only
They
place
get
I.
all the
That's the
time.
only place I buy them because
What?
one, it's just so much
Constantly.
cheaper. Yeah.
I mean, you can also go to the Joffrey's website and
I get it all. Yeah.
And
Well, you
Okay,
can
I
save.
mean-
You can save
Cheaper
half
at-
the money and go to TJ
Yeah.
Maxx and Marshalls.
you
Jeanette,
can, although
Home
you
Goods.
can get an AP. I know I'm the only one sitting here who has one right now, but you can get an AP discount on it at the website also.
On the website, really? What's is it?
Yeah,
Is it
I
reasonable?
don't know. I'll have to look at it. But usually, if you buy like a certain amount, there's discounts. And I'm also I never know how to pronounce it. What's that add-in called? Rakatuin, whatever. It's like a cashback website. They
I'm
always
like,
have-
isn't that a cashback website?
it is, and it works. I get
Oh,
I-
yeah.
get
Isn't it
cashback all the time from it.
Rack-
Yeah,
Rakuten or something like that?
yeah. It used to be called Ebates, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
Anyway, but
Have,
yeah,
you, have you gotten more commonplace yet?
I think I've only ordered it twice, but so my thing for 2024 was to cut myself off caffeine, which I have
But that's sad.
accomplished.
Huh.
I know it's sad to some people, but it was a good thing for me.
That's good.
So I stepped down. Somebody, I forget who it was. I think it was Mar. Said, what did you do about the headaches? But I stepped down. So I blended my own, 3/4, and then stepped down to a half, and then stepped down to a quarter, and
Right.
then, basically, I'm not saying I'll never have it. So there are days where I didn't sleep well the night before or whatever. But now caffeine actually affects me like it's supposed to again, instead of only affecting me in that if I don't have it, I get a headache, which is where I was. And,
that's what Jason is too.
I'm on an incredibly light dose of a blood pressure medicine, and caffeine doesn't help with that either. So,
That's fair.
Mm,
They got 40th anniversary blend.
Wow.
but TJ Maxx and Marshalls, I absolutely buy it there all the time.
Yeah.
It's usually last season's. So right now they're selling the pumpkin ones, and then in January, those
No,
other-
I found a lot of Christmas ones. See, I don't like flavored coffee.
I don't really either.
So, right here, I love the Vader one. There's a Vader that's not even there, but
I don't like flavored, but I'm okay with notes of,
Well,
if people say notes of caramel, that's
When it comes from the bean, I'm cool. When you're adding stuff in,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mm,
see, I don't like gingerbread. No.
oh, I would love that.
So,
yeah. So that I would do because I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, Nicole, the one I got you for Shetmas was 100% from Marshalls, and the sister to that one is in my cabinet right now. Oh, it's right there. It's that Mickey one. I think that's what I got her.
yeah, I get this one a lot. Well, if I can find it at Marshall's.
Yep.
See, I don't mind the cozy aroma. I hate when it literally says coconut. My sister travels. She likes to go shopping a lot, like to the Cape and stuff. And there's a Marshalls out there. She sent me pictures one day. I swear to God, they had like 15 different flavors and stuff, and it was insane. And I'm like, yeah, as long as it doesn't have like a fruit or a vegetable, or whatever, anything. I want just coffee. Just plain coffee. Oh, Dave's gone.
Now you got me looking at Common Place again, Dave, because that is good coffee.
I could literally have multiple conversations with you guys on this stuff all night, but I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits too. As soon as Dave comes back, I feel bad that he went and get another drink though.
I'll wait then.
He'll drink.
You can trigger backstage too. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Bye, Dave.
Oh, I go. What's up?
Hi.
All right. Dave, Tina's getting tired. I'm getting tired, so we're gonna be signing off.
Well, fine then. I just got coffee.
I even said I feel bad for Dave because he's getting another drink. I didn't think it was coffee.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
This is one of my Christmas presents from my dad today. Fun story, obviously. Distillery out of Pittsburgh called Wiggle, Wigle, makes some good stuff. They did a Groundhog Day rye that they then aged. They finished, right? So finished aging in old maple syrup casks. So this is that. And it's pretty damn good. But the best part is like, so we're there. We're talking, and my sister's in town, whatever, right? And I will make this quick, I swear. And so she's like, "What'd you get from Dad?" And I go, "Well, he got me this cool, like, it's from Wiggle. It's from a Pittsburgh distillery, but it's their Punxsutawney bourbon or rye from that they made for Groundhog Day." And she goes, "Well, that's thoughtful, Dad. Where did you get that?" And he goes, and she goes, "Where did you get it?" And I go, "Well, obviously Punxsy, like they had it for sale for Groundhog Day." And she goes, "Did you re-gift it?" And he's like, long story short, he was at some fundraiser or golf outing or golf tournament or whatever, and put in for a raffle. And there were two things that he could have won. One was like a bunch of beer, and the second one was a basket full of whiskey. And my dad doesn't drink whiskey. And of course, the one he wins is the basket of whiskey. So like they have a couple bourbons that the house still, it's a couple years old, which makes it even better. And I'm like, I don't care that he regifted it. This
right?
is fantastic.
It's something I like, man. Regift it away. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, your son doesn't like building Star Wars Lego? I will take it. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
right. Don't care if it's open.
Wow.
Oh, it wasn't open, but it's okay.
No, I mean
it would have been okay open. Doesn't matter. Yeah, oh, you're talking about Legos. All right.
That would have been.
Yeah.
All right. It's, you know what? And to talk in Jeff's terms, wow, we're getting right to the 2-hour mark. Look at that. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. 1. Okay, now we hit 2 hours. So we're good. This was fun. This was fun tonight. Again, it was not a fill-in. It's not why I did it. I just wanted to come hang out with some friends. I was hoping a few more would have popped in and say hello, but I am very thankful. I forgot how to do this. These 3 lovely people. Well, this guy. I mean, you have to. I'm still waiting.
Carlos,
I'm still waiting for that. Still waiting for that payment.
If you weren't going to fill in, I was going to fill in. I was about to go live, and then I saw you on, and I'm like, "What's up?"
Right. No, this was fun, but I appreciate everybody in the chat coming in and just hanging out and talking for a little bit. Jeff will be live very early in the morning. I always say I'm never going to be up that early because after a Chris stream, we usually go to bed about 2 in the morning, 2:30 last week. 2:30.
My fault.
I kid you not.
My fault.
I kid you not. By 6:45, I was at work. I didn't have to go to work. I don't work Sundays. I had some things I had to take care of that I usually take care of on Mondays at 2 a.m. And I said to myself, I'm like, well, if I go in now because I'm wide awake for some God reason, I can sleep in an hour on Monday. So yeah, it sucked. My body, I hate my body in many different ways, like here and here. Oh wait, I'm doing the Tina dance. I'm sorry. But that's why I joke. It's like we can go to bed as late as you want. I'm still going to be up at 6 a.m. because that's just what my body does. But hopefully I can get a little bit of sleep. And this kid is driving me nuts. I don't know if you've seen him come in twice because his phone is dead. His charger is here. I guess he wants his room back. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If I offended anybody, I don't care. If I didn't offend anybody, awesome. Come back. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't done this crap in a while, so I don't know how to end this. But
I'll be live at 7:30 tomorrow p.m.
I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I'm not used to this anymore. Is anybody doing anything coming up? You'll be live Wednesday. Remember when we used to always do that? Like, oh, let's.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Let's shout this one out. Let's shout that one. Yeah, listen.
I'll be live at some point.
Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows when everybody's going to be live. Everybody is just yeah. I don't do that anymore. I don't know.
Good night. That's how you end it.
Yeah. See you later. Peace out, folks. Look, I'm already hitting end stream. Bye. Get out. See you later. Get lost.